Okay, thank you guys, and you're welcome to my channel today. Today I'm going to teach you a couple of things, very easy things. We are going to talk about the document that you need when you are applying to the New Brunswick Community College. It's very much simple, so we are going to dive into it. Before we go into it, please, I will humbly plead with you to make sure to subscribe to my channel. As I have the good heart to teach you, please kindly also have the good heart to subscribe to my channel. May you receive your acceptance letter and your visa in Jesus' name as you subscribe to my channel. So let's dive deep into it. So what do you need when you wanted to apply to NBCC, the New Brunswick Community College? On the portal, we have three main documents we're going to talk about. It's actually four, but let's take the three first. The first one we're going to talk about is your senior high school transcript. The second one is going to be your high school certificate. And if you are already a graduate from any university, or you have any diploma from any university, you add your certificate and your transcript, and then your English proficiency test results. So we're going to dive into it one after the other and then see how things really looks like, because there are a couple of people who have been asking about these things several times these days. So let's get into it and then see, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We are starting with the senior high school transcript. So we're going to see how the senior high school transcript looks like, and then what's needed on it for it to look valid. So I have one or two or three, some on my phone here, of which I'm going to show you how it looks like. So I will get onto my phone, and then we are going to see how the transcript looks like. So I have one here. Let me open it and let's see how the transcript looks like, the senior high school transcript. So let me turn on. Okay, so as we can see here, this is a sample of a senior high school transcript. When you talk about a senior high school transcript, it consists of your high school, that's the year 1, year 2, year 3. I don't know of other schools, other countries. For in Ghana here, we are having the year 1, year 2, year 3, which consists of your high school, transcript. So when we look on the transcript over here, we can see that we have the year 1 over there, we have year 2. So year 1, you can see that the students were really admitted in 2012. So 2012, 2013, which consists of the year 1, and then we have the year 2 also over there, and we have the year 3. If we move forward, we have the year 3 also right there. So we can see on the senior high school transcript here that in year 1 we have term 1, term 2, term 3. I don't know of other countries, but in Ghana we have every year consists of 3 terms. That's the term 1, term 2, term 3. So when you talk about the high school transcript, is the examination you took, the internal examination you took from your senior high school or your high school, the internal examination you did, that's the year 1, year 2, year 3, all comes together to be your senior high school transcript. So please do not some people think when you talk about the transcript, the high school transcript is actually the one they wrote with WAEC or NECO. No, that is not the transcript they are talking about. They are talking about the examination you took from your senior high school. That's the year 1, year 2, year 3. In Ghana here, every year we have 3 terms. So when you get to some schools will get it for you in this format, which is all has been put together on one sheet. But some schools may also not do it in that way. They will give you every term. So every term they will give you your report card, every term, term by term. That's term by term, term by term, until you get to the 3rd year. They will print all for you. But in other schools also, they will combine all together, which is very simple, like what I have on my screen here. So we can see for this one, it has been combined all together on one sheet of paper, but for other school they'll give it to you term by term. So this is how the transcript look like. And how can this transcript be valid? If you go and read from the NBCC website, they have actually make it clear over there that it needs to be stamped. So when your transcript is being given to you, make sure your headmaster or the master of academics put his or her stamp on it before you submit it. So let them print it out for you. Don't take it in PDF format. Let them print it out for you, stamp it, and if possibly, let them sign. The signature is not a mandatory, but the stamp is a mandatory. Let them put their stamp on it. So assuming they give you in term by term, every term, they print every term for you, let them stamp each of them. After that, you can rescan all of them and then put all together in one PDF. Please, when you are applying, make sure all your documents are in PDF. They will tell you can put it, you can make it in JPEG, Word, or but I think the right one should be in a PDF format. So make sure you you tell your school to stamp it before you submit it, so that it will look valid. So this is how the high school transcript actually looks like. And then we have the high school certificate. So you see that the high school certificate is totally different from the high school transcript. The high school certificate could be the one you wrote with WAEC, either WAEC or NECO, because in Nigeria we have the NECO, and then in Ghana we have the WAEC, the West Africa Examination Council certificate. Yeah, so that one is your WAEC certificate. So that one is termed as your high school certificate. So it's totally different from the high school transcript. Put that one in mind. So this is how the certificate also looks like. I have closed some parts for security reasons, but I just want to show you how it looks like. And I know most of us here are familiar with this kind of certificate. Nigeria, you have the NECO, and then you have the WAEC, so any of them you can use it. And then the third one, the third document you're going to talk about is either your university degree and then your university transcript. If you have already completed university or any higher education apart from your high school, you need to upload that one to. They have provided a space for you. You can provide that one, or if you wish to use your high school only, fine. But when you use both, that one will give you more opportunity to gain admission than using the high school alone. But people was also asking this question. Let me put this one across before we continue. People were also asking that they have about 3 different kinds of certificate or examination with WAEC or NECO. Maybe you wrote the first one from the school, of which you did not get the actual results that you want. So you went and rewrite private examination with the school, with WAEC or NECO. Please, when it gets to the place where it will tell you insert your high school diploma or high school certificate, make sure you add that one too. Maybe you wrote an examination with WAEC, that's from the school, and then you fail maybe 2 or 3 or 1 subject, and then you want to rewrite that's a private examination. Make sure that you add that certificate or that resource. Make sure you add it to your high school certificate or high school diploma, so that NBCC will know that, okay, you failed this course when you wrote your final exam with WAEC, but you registered and then write that one again and then you passed. So make sure you add it. And again, when submitting your WAEC or your NECO certificate, make sure you add a WAEC scratch card. Make sure you add a WAEC scratch card. Add a WAEC scratch card. How do you add this? I'll go into another topic by teaching you how to combine all these PDF, because the system has been designed in such a way that you have only one option to upload, add your high school diploma or high school certificate. There is no other space like upload scratch card or any other document. So you need to put all these things together into one PDF. So your WAEC certificate and then the scratch card. So if you are having multiple certificates, maybe you wrote about 2 or 3 private examinations with WAEC or NECO and then you want to add them, make sure you add 3 different kinds of WAEC scratch card. When you talk about the WAEC scratch card, what does it mean? Is the normal scratch card or code we buy from WAEC to check our results online. That's the WAEC scratch card. It's nothing different. The code we buy, we can even buy from our mobile phone. In Ghana here, I think it's around 15 to 16 cedis. You just buy, get the code. So it's the code they need, so that they will use that code to verify your results from WAEC website. So let's see how the scratch card is also being arranged. I'm going to open a sample on my phone so that we will see how the scratch card is being arranged. So if you can see on my phone right here, you can see WAEC scratch card, WAEC results checker. We have the serial number over there, and we also have the pin code. So put that in mind. When you buy the WAEC scratch card, you will see a serial number which actually starts from letters, and then we have a pin code which is all numbers. So put that one inside your mind, and then you come to the student details. With the student details, you put your index number. So assuming you are using about 3 or 4 different kinds of WAEC certificate or WAEC results. So maybe the first one is your school certificate, the one you wrote with your school, the original one you wrote with your school. Bring that one first, then a WAEC scratch card will continue. Arrange it as it has been done over here. The serial number, the pin code, then the student details, your index number from the one you use in school, your index number, your examination type, WASI, school, examination year, the year you completed, then you bring that one too. So assuming you are having a private examination certificate, that's in Ghana we call it NOVDEC, of which you want to add, then you bring that one also, then the scratch card. So at that with that one, at the examination type, you will write maybe WASI private instead of WASI school. You will do it WASI private. Then the year you took that examination, you arrange the details. So the only thing that will change on there will be examination type, which is maybe WASI or NECO, which will be private. But with the first one, the school certificate, you do it school. But the private one you wrote with WAEC or NECO, that one you do it private instead of the school. So that's the only difference. You bring your year of examination, and then that will be all. So let's continue by looking at how you can combine this PDF. Okay, before we go to that one, let's see the university certificate also. So I will show you an example here. I hope we all know how university certificate looks like. So this example of University of Ghana certificate in Ghana here, this is how it looks like. And then your transcript. So you need to put all these things together. You put the university certificate and then the transcript together. Then you put the WAEC certificate or the WAEC private certificate, including the scratch card together, because you upload them separately. Let's get on and see how we can put these documents together. So you have your WAEC scratch card, you have your your high school certificate. You want to put them together so that you upload them once at the space where it has been provided that provide or put there your high school certificate. So what you do is that you go to combined PDF. Combined PDF. I will leave the link down below the description so that you can go there and find out. So you move to combined PDF on Google, then you open the first link that will appear. So right after there, you just click on upload file. Go to upload file. Choose where the file is being kept. So for me, example, I have my file on my mobile phone right here, and I've kept all my documents in the document section. That's document. So when I open, I can see I have my high school transcript, high school certificate, and then WAEC scratch card. So I want to add the WAEC scratch card to the high school certificate. So all I will do is that I click on the high school certificate first, then it will upload. Then I come to upload file again. There I will choose the WAEC scratch card. So I'll choose my WAEC scratch card. Then it will also upload. So right after that, I'll click on combined. Then it will download for me. So download again. Let me download again. Right after that, it will download for me. So after downloading, now let's open and then see how it looks like now. Good. So we can see here that we have our high school certificate and our WAEC scratch card. So assuming you have different kinds of certificate, that's the private one. You see, so this one is the first one. The private one will come, and then the scratch card for it will come. So if you have 2 or 3, it follows in order. That is how it's being done. So simple. You do the same thing to your university degree and then your university transcript. Please do not upload only your university degree certificate or your diploma certificate. Make sure you add your transcript. Don't forget about this. Make sure you add your transcript to it. And then the last thing is going to be the English proficiency certificate. But in Ghana here, if you're in Ghana, if you're in Sierra Leone, if you're in Nigeria, I know that with this country, you don't need an English test certificate because we are regarded as a country which we use English in our daily lives. In school, we are taught in English language, so we don't need any English test certificate when we are applying to the New Brunswick Community College. So I think if you follow these simple steps, you will definitely get there. Make sure the first thing first. The first one is your transcript from your high school, of which I have already elaborated upon that, which is your year 1 to your final year, the examination, the internal examination you wrote, the results. Some schools do not have it, but you can contact your school and then tell them about this. They will generate one for you. I don't know how other schools are, but a school like mine, we have all the results since 2000. You can go there and then they will get all your report for you. So you get there and then tell them. You can even phone call them, your school. They will get it for you. And then they will take a picture, send it to you. You convert it to PDF, and then off you go. So this is very much simple. You don't even need to get to your school. You can even just phone call them. Some schools do not have. And then what they will do is that they will take your WASI or your NECO results, and then they will generate one for you based on your performance, so that they will not exaggerate or underestimate. They will just take your NECO or your WASI results, and then they will generate one for you, which will be perfect, and then will be used to apply to MBCC. So I think this is a very short information for you, which comprises of the document you will need when you are applying to MBCC. And make sure that the course you are applying is in line with what you did at your high school or at your tertiary level. And I hope with this one you are going to get your letter of acceptance, and your visa is going to go through whilst you are subscribing to this channel, and keep it going. If this video was very good for you or helpful for you, you can give it a thumbs up, and then you can share with your friend also, and let them subscribe to the channel as well as we grow. Our next topic we're going to discuss later will be how you're going to activate your account when you are being given an admission, your visa processing, and then everything. We are going to talk much about it, especially with the visa processing, the documents you need, what you need to do. We are going to talk much about that. So stay tuned, subscribe, and we shall meet again. Have a nice day. Bye.